that noise? What are you doing? Oh yeah, 2020 Kia Soul GT line. And that was Andie rocking out to the sound mood lamp. And as you saw, it jams to the beat of the music, something very unique to this vehicle. And look at all these color themes: party time, hey-yo, traveling, romance, Midnight City Cafe, or a glow color, a violet cloud. Where's the pink? Dreamy purple, we'll take that. Plus the color on the doors really spices this black interior up. Infotainment in here is a little over 10 inches. It's a touchscreen, pretty responsive, smartphone compatible. Your phone plugs in up front and you have a wireless charger. And a few quick things I want to point out. For starters, you can have one nice big screen but still have access to additional information, or you can have multiple information displayed at once. You can change the tune knob function right here in the advanced settings. So when you're in the map, it will zoom in and out rather than change the song you're listening to. You can also change the custom star button. Right now I have it on sound mood lamp. You could have it on your phone, phone projection, Bluetooth. I'll click favorites. Apple CarPlay, you're my favorite. And you can add a voice memo if you need a little bit of a reminder here and there. Thanks for watching, and we would love it if you would subscribe to our channel. Wow. Easy to control temperature knobs, cute little display here, and the mega buttons for your heated seats. And you have a heated steering wheel in here. And check out that flat bottom in this GT line. Pretty sporty. Overall, I think it's pretty cute in here. And these seats, you have a leather cloth combo. Good lumbar support. I like the red stitching, and the material is pretty fun to scratch. Passenger is a manual adjustment, but nothing wrong with using a little muscle. And I have to say, I've had this heat on now for about 3 minutes, and this seat is getting hot. It feels good. Now the seats back there. Good room back here too. A look down, flat floor. That's a nice find. My feet are comfortable in the middle. Now you got one seat back pocket. This is starting to be a thing. I've noticed this a few times now. I don't think it's because they're cheaping out. I mean, how expensive can that pocket be? There's gotta be a legitimate reason. So if you know, leave a comment down below. But in regard to storage, I'd say it's conservative in here. You got a little bit in the doors, cute little consoles. Pepperoni. And your armrest. Which is slightly on an incline. But what about fitting a large dog in here? I mean, surely they could sit on the seat, go for a ride. But if they're like Andie, plop these down. Check out that rear space. Now the floor does dip in back here, and one might think it could be problematic for a dog. I know, but if you recall our Mazda 3 video, which had a very similar rear, Andie was able to get comfortable. Yep, and the same goes for back here. And sometimes she even uses that second row seat as a chin rest. Right, girl? Yeah. Now the floor can be adjusted to 2 levels. Right now it's set to low, but this is what it looks like when you raise it. Cargo tray, nice add-on. With so many people wanting to drive crossovers and SUVs, this small little crossover segment really makes a lot of sense when you have a dog. Think about it. I wouldn't be able to throw Andie in a trunk, but I can back here, and it's not that much bigger than a sedan. But yet, it feels bigger. Right, girl? Yeah. I mean, look how comfortable she is. She is falling asleep. Andie girl, don't go to sleep yet. Should we go for a ride? Yeah, let's take this thing for a drive. When driving this Soul, you can pick between 2 main modes, normal and sport. Now, I've been going back and forth between the 2, and I gotta say, this little whip is quick. lady. Did you hear that? It's actually pretty, kind of scared me for a hot second. Made my knees a little weak in the knees. I also thought there was a cop up ahead. Oop, hear that? Lane keep assist. And because this is the GT line, you get a 1.6 liter turbo and it has a dual clutch transmission. So for those of you that like those snappy shifts, however, if you happen to watch Savage Geese's video on the Soul, he compares the non-turbo version. And it looks like that CVT is pretty good too. I'll put the link down below. But because this has a dual clutch, it's gonna feel more responsive. If you're used to driving a sedan, I think you're gonna find this very comfortable. And if you're used to a crossover, I think you're gonna be surprised with the space in here. Because Andie fits in that rear, I could technically still carry around 3 passengers in that back seat. Now, I wouldn't recommend shoving your fur kit in the way back, especially when it starts to get hot out. Given that there are no vents in that rear, Andie may not be as comfortable in the summer months because, let's be honest, she gets super hot. So is that a turnoff? I don't know. I think we gotta test out the strength of these vents. All right, so I did test out the vents, and on the positive, they're pretty powerful. So I think in the summertime, if you turn this on early enough, it will cool down pretty nice back there, which Andie's gonna appreciate. And when it comes to driving assistance, you got your blind spot monitor, lane keep assist. Take a listen. Now, if you don't want those beeps, you can disable it, but it also flashes here. And pay attention right there. You got your heads-up display. Oh yeah, your pop-up panel. Yep, check it out right there. Honestly, not my favorite, but it is nice to have the info if you like it. Personally, I think it'd be pretty cool if you could customize the shape of it. I mean, if you're gonna have a piece of plastic pop up, why not have it be more fun to look at? Especially since this thing is so trendy. The other thing I want to point out, yes, I've been making a big deal about the speakers, but look how cute this little vent speaker combo is. And I have to say, the bass in here, it's pretty bassy. The first time I got in here, put on some music, and I was like, whoa, my ears were super sensitive. Went to the sound settings. Obviously, whoever had this before was like rocking out, so I brought it down to normal levels, and my ears were still sensitive. Now I'm in the negatives, and it still sounds bassy. Between that and the mood lighting, you could really have a party in here. Right, Andie? And with that said, our top 5 favorite doggo features are: 1, the low profile and easy entry. 2, front grille headlight design. Andie thought that was pretty sleek. Plus, that exterior color reminded her of snow. 3, decent space for a large dog in this rear. 4, the moonroof, extra light and airflow for the pup. And 5, the smooth and comfortable ride. I think the fact that Andie's bed was tucked in back here, did you feel snug and secure? Oh, she did. Big thanks to Kia for letting us lab test this 2020 Soul. Andie, I know it's a little bit smaller than what you're used to, but is it lab approved? It is. We would love it if you would subscribe to our channel, click the bell so you know when our next video goes live, and follow Andie on Instagram to see more photos of this Soul all week. And we'll see you next time. Bye! Stop looking. Stop looking my car.